This is going to be 3 plays that made Dan Orlovsky say, "Holy fudge," and I'm not kidding, that's what he says, with some of the top quarterbacks in this draft. Dan, start with Desmond Ridder.
Yeah, speak the right way, Graziano. Desmond Ridder, the things that I love about him, the ownership of the line of scrimmage, and his ability to know exactly where to go with the football. Look how early he cuts this ball loose on this in-breaking route to that dropping defender. We call that throwing it off the ear hole of a helmet from a defender. That is a single bar of fudge. This ball is perfectly thrown at the right time, at the right pace, at the right location. Absolutely spectacular. Now we'll go to Kenny Pickett from Pitt. Now, Kenny Pickett, this is the type of play that reminds me, and this is why I reference him to being a young Tony Romo. In the pocket, everything chaos around him. He breaks out, athletic enough to go create, and then this ball that gets ripped across his body. This is one of those plays that you get taught as a quarterback. Don't do unless you can. And this is 2 bars of holy fudge. I'm talking Sea Isle City, down at the shore, fudge bars, and absolutely rip a ball across his body. But there's only one guy in this draft that makes me say it 3 times, and that's Malik Willis. I want everyone to just watch this play. Drift in the pocket. This ball leaves his hand from the 13-yard line and gets absolutely launched down to the 30-yard line. We're talking 55 almost yards in the air of drifting to the left, launching that ball to good coverage, and it's an absolutely perfect throw. This is a holy fudge type of throw. 3 bars by Malik Willis, an absolutely lights-out throw, and you see the talent from him. That play defines the type of talented athlete and talented quarterback Malik Willis is.
Orlovsky taking us down the Jersey Shore for some pre-summer preview there on the fudge and the saltwater.
Oh, what up,
taffy and all that
RC?
good stuff.
What up, RC? You're on the
Look at
show?
that.
What's up?
Now it's a party. We're going to start with Mel, though. Mel, hey, look, we've heard a lot about these quarterbacks, and you know, it doesn't sound like everybody's too excited about them, but if there's a day one start, like a guy you could draft and plug in right away to start week 1, 2022, who's that guy?
That would be Kenny Pickett. And I'll talk about Mac Jones last year, but Pickett with the 49 career starts, being a 24-year-old rookie in the NFL this year, coming out of that Mark Whipple-led offense. Mark's now with the Nebraska Cornhuskers, but did a great job developing and coaching Kenny Pickett, putting him in that system where it could thrive this year. Came into the year as a 5th rounder, goes now maybe into the top 10. Carolina, you want somebody to compete with Sam Darnold right away, it would be Pickett. If you want the best quarterback on talent, and I go into the history and you learn from the history in the draft, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. They weren't considered necessarily NFL ready right away, but they had the most talent, and the most talent will win out. And for Malik Willis in this draft, he's the most talented quarterback. That's why I have him slightly ahead of Kenny Pickett on the draft board.
RC, what do you think about that idea of Pickett as a day one starter in Carolina, for example?
Well, I think when you watch Kenny Pickett's entire career, you don't feel like he's a day one starter in the NFL. But we have to go back to the last 2 drafts, and you think about a guy like Joe Burrow, who wasn't highly touted coming into his last season and ends up being the #1 overall pick. Mac Jones as well, somebody who climbed the rankings and the charts and the draft spots, ended up being picked at 15 and had a very successful rookie year. You can kind of feel some of the same things with Kenny Pickett, a dude who didn't really kill it for his first few years in the league, but was absolutely phenomenal in his last year at Pitt. He made every single throw that you had to make. And we've spoken about Malik Willis's ability to move and improv, but Kenny Pickett has a little bit of that as well. Do I believe Kenny Pickett's a star? Hell no, I don't believe that. Do I even know how much of an upgrade he could be over Sam Darnold? Absolutely not. But if you're the Carolina Panthers and you're totally out on starting Sam Darnold and you're going to pick one of these quarterbacks from this class that can compete right away, start right away, and give you some consistency, I do believe that guy is Kenny Pickett, but I believe the price tag at number 6 is way too high for a dude that might already be at his ceiling.
Yeah,
Orlovsky.
That's where I am, and I completely agree. Okay, so there's so much to unpack here. First of all, I think there's one quarterback in this class that at least has the talent for you to say, I can take you in the first round, and that's Malik Willis. I don't think there's any quarterback that you sit here and go, 3 or 4 years from now, he's going to be a type of player you sit back and go, we passed on him? Like, we passed on that guy? But Malik Willis has that, at least the uncoachable traits. And I've always said, for me to take you early in the first round at that position, you got to have some physical talent or uncoachable trait that makes me go, I can't pass on you. And I'll coach some of the other flaws or deficiencies in your game out of you. But Malik Willis is the only guy. And here's my thing. I've never understood this, and I want to ask Mel this a little bit. I don't get why front offices use the phrase, I want this guy. He's the most NFL ready. Like, Mel, agree with me or disagree with me? I'm not taking you in the first round to start your week 1 and be like, wow, we're great. I'm taking you in the first round to be like, I'm good for a decade, 12 years plus. Like, you may not be ready to start. I was ready to go start in the NFL when I left UConn. I was a 5th-round pick. And I was a backup most of my career because I couldn't do things physically that other people could. And I think that's the difference. Like Desmond Ridder, I would say he can go start week 1. I just don't know how great he can be. And Malik Willis at least has some of those traits where I go, I don't know if I can pass on this guy because if I'm wrong, I'm going to regret it.
Mel, what do you think?
Dan, I hate the term. I just obviously to answer Dan's question, guys. I hate the term, and I've said it last year. I said it all throughout this year. Hate that term, most NFL ready. It makes no sense to me. It's about coaching guys, and guys that you think are a little raw or need to be tweaked are ultimately going to develop. Josh Allen was considered that guy. Look where he is right now. Consider where some of the guys that went ahead of him are. Look where Herbert is, considering the guys ahead of him. Where are they? So same thing with Lamar Jackson. So I'm with you, Dan, 100%. That term, the most NFL ready, should be thrown in the trash can.
Kimberly, real quick, the team that keeps getting brought up is Carolina, sitting there at 6. What are you hearing about their quarterback situation?
It's not good, Dan. It's not good. And I covered them last year. They could have gotten a quarterback last year, and they didn't. Now you have an impatient owner, you've got a head coach on a hot seat, and you've got Sam Darnold, a guy that they say they believe in, but they're going to look to upgrade.
See,
all right, a little more than 3 weeks away, as we mentioned, from finding out what Carolina and a number of other teams are going to do in that first round.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.